You feel that? That's not just playoff pressure, that's heat, that's weight, that's playoff basketball in its rawest, most beautiful, most brutal form. And yes, we have to talk about it, about the physicality, the referees, and the line that's being redrawn in real time. The postseason has taken a gritty, glorious turn. And if you're complaining about missed calls right now, step aside. Because what we're witnessing isn't just basketball, it's warfare in sneakers. Let's break this down like we're courtside. The refs? They're letting the dogs loose. Right now, there's a storm of voices online, on talk shows, and across social media dissecting every missed whistle, every no call, every shove and bump that would have sent someone to the line just a year ago. But here's the thing. We needed this. For years, the NBA got flack for being too soft. Too many whistles. Too many and one hunting trips. Every drive turned into a courtroom drama. Objection, Your Honor. That was contact. Now, that whistle's staying in the ref's pocket, and the game is better for it. You want the game to be physical, or you want it to be a free throw contest? That's the choice fans are faced with, and right now the league's leaning into the former. The result? Real competition. Unfiltered. Unforgiving. Unapologetic. To get to the free throw line now, you've got to earn it. Not with a flop. Not with a head snap. But with grit, with bruises, with bodies flying to the floor like it's Game 7 every night, Julius Randle and the return of bully ball. Look at a guy like Julius Randle. This is his moment. The man was built for this. He's not dancing around screens or floating in space. He's going through people. Bully ball is back. It's a throwback to the 90s, to the era of Oakley and Mason, and Randle's eating it up. This level of physical play suits guys like him perfectly. Big bodies who thrive when they can throw their weight around without getting whistled every other possession. And the result? Randle's finding his rhythm. He's comfortable in the chaos. The line between physical and reckless. But let's not get it twisted. The refs aren't blind. They're just being selective. They're swallowing the whistle when they can, but they're keeping one eye on the chaos. They're letting the players battle, but they're also making sure it doesn't turn into Malice at the Palace 2.0. They're monitoring what's a flagrant and what's just tough love. If you go up for a layup and catch an elbow to the dome, yeah, you might still get the whistle. Player safety still matters. But the bar is higher now. No more bailouts for minor contact. No more superstar calls just because a guy grimaced after a bump. If you want points from the line, you better take a hit that makes the crowd gasp. Jimmy, Draymond, and the art of controlled chaos. Let's talk about a couple of guys who live in this environment, Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green. Jimmy sprinting back after a turnover and delivering a foul that was hard but fair. That's the stuff legends are made of. He's not running from the smoke, he's running into it. Chest first. Draymond? He's always testing the boundaries. He'll stretch that line of what's legal until it snaps, and even then, he'll argue it. But this is the world he thrives in. A world of elbows, holds, mind games, and mayhem. Say what you want about him, but Draymond understands playoff physicality better than almost anyone. And when you watch a series like Knicks versus Pistons, or whoever's throwing fists for inches this week, you're watching basketball evolve back into what it once was, a fight for every possession. That corner foul, and why it's complicated now, not every no call is beloved. There was that controversial corner foul the other night, clear contact, no whistle. People lost their minds. Was it a foul? Yes, absolutely. By the rule book, that's a foul 10 times out of 10. But here's the twist. Refs are human. And in this postseason, they've made a conscious decision to step out of the spotlight, to let players decide the game. So that corner foul, it wasn't missed because they didn't see it. It was missed because they chose not to let it define the moment. They're giving us what we asked for. Less referee interference, more player accountability. Can't have it both ways, folks. The Luka trade spark and the rhythm of the game. Let's take a second and acknowledge something subtle but real. Since the Luka trade, the NBA's been straight. Something about the shift in the balance of power, the intensity of matchups, the desperation, it's elevated the league. But what really drives the rhythm of a playoff game is the refs. They dictate pace. They set the tone. Call every bump. The game slows to a crawl. Momentum dies. Fans yawn. Put the whistle away. Now you've got action. You've got rhythm. You've got basketball. the kind that legends are built on, and yes, some players thrived in the ticky-tack era. They knew how to draw contact, flail properly, and put three.